Welcome to our community. Susie Thomas with you this morning, visiting with Autumn Kendall from the YWCA of Canton. Where all do you serve? Is it Canton? Is it Stark County?
It's Stark County as a whole. We serve Canton, Alliance, Maslin, and everywhere in between.
And the YWCA has gone through a lot of transformations through the years, meeting the needs of young women at various stages of life. What kind of history can you share with me? I think of back in the day, young women, maybe they were going to become career women. It was almost like apartment buildings, right? A place for young women to stay. And then that has transformed into what you do now.
So we are the largest women's emergency homeless shelter in Stark County. Last year, we had 16,901 nights of service. And on our main shelter, we served 242 women and nearly 100 children. In addition to our family shelter, where we served another 31 adults and 39 children.
Where do they stay? Because I know a lot of people might be familiar with the building on 6th Street in downtown Canton. That certainly wouldn't shelter that many people. Where do they stay?
We have 38 rooms located in our 6th Street building. In addition to, we have a family shelter across the street on Walnut. And then we have a couple other buildings that serve as permanent supportive housing units. And those are our Gateway 1 and 2 buildings and our new Beginnings housing programs on Tusk, Walnut.
I think when people hear those numbers, Autumn, they think, wow, that's a lot of homeless people in our area. And you're just talking about women and then the very innocent children that get dragged along with them that are put in this situation. Do you hear any trending stories of why this is? Is this more? Is this less than normal? Is it getting better? Is it getting worse? What do you find?
You know, it's an ongoing epidemic. It's a problem that we have in Stark County, and it's not unique to just our county. As much as I'd like to say it's getting better, we see it every day in and out of our shelters. We are having a lot of success placing residents in housing with partnerships throughout the county. We work a lot with Coleman Professional Services and ComQuest to get them the services they need. And we also have the Stark Area Rapid Rehousing Program. And through that program, we're able to work with landlords who are willing to work with our clients because they have the support of the YWCA. So we work with those clients for a year to get them up on their feet. We help them with the rent, utilities, whatever they may need. And we're seeing a lot of success with that program.
That's wonderful. Is it tied to the opioid crisis? Do these things all seem to go hand in hand? What do you see?
Yes, I would say that there is, a lot of mental health illness as well as problems with the opioid epidemic here in Stark County.
Always, your heart just breaks for the children because they have not made any of the decisions and choices that have led to homelessness. They're just going along for the ride because their parents are in this situation. Yes. Do you see second-generation homelessness because it's a possibility? Or I would say most children grow up without thinking about this, but these children do think about this because it's a reality for them.
That's correct. We do see some generational homelessness because it's what they've known, and the cycle continues to repeat itself. It's something that we are working towards. A lot of the research that we see shows that with education, it provides a lot of opportunities for them to break that cycle. That's why we are also the home of an early childhood learning center and an early Head Start. And through those programs, we're able to serve those children and get them any counseling they may need. We also have people come in and work with them for different types of therapy and such. So we're able to do that on site.
Let's take a moment and brag about that because that's been highly ranked. It gets rave reviews. You really have an outstanding learning center. You want to talk about the teachers and some of the kids there?
Of course. We are a 5-star Step Up to Quality rated center, which we're very proud of. This was our 5th year that we received that award. Through our program there, we are serving more than 150 children each year. The teachers all are required to have a CDA or an associate's degree in education, in addition to additional teaching hours throughout the year. We host family fun events for the kids. We also work with the health department. They come in, make sure everybody's up on their shots if they need them, check their hearing. We also have an early Head Start program, and our early Head Start program serves those 6 weeks through 3 years. And we are the grantee of a $1.9 million renewable grant.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. And we work with various sites in Alliance, Canton, and Massillon. We have 5 sites, and we're just one of those.
What's the criteria for a child to attend?
We have for Early Head Start, it's a little different than Early Childhood Learning Center. The Early Childhood Learning Center, we have openings for private pay, so anybody is open to come to our center, and we welcome them, of course. Our homeless families, they're automatically enrolled at no charge to them. We do go based off of income and work with Jobs and Family Services.
Well, you mentioned the amazing grant. That's awesome, but there must be other sources of funding. How can we help? How can we support this?
Yes, we always need funding.
I think
with all of the different things that we do.
Yeah.
Our donors, the people that give us annual campaign pledges. We also, of course, are grant recipients, and the United Way of Greater Stark County is a huge funder of ours.
I've heard that we just need to be thinking about what do you need day by day, and then next time you're out doing some errands, grab an extra, like pots and pans, those kinds of things. And since we're talking about women, there would be feminine hygiene products, things like that. Are we able to just pick up extras and just bring them to you, or what's the procedure there?
Yes, of course. We are always open to donations. We take donations Monday through Friday between 8 and 8 p.m. We accept any clothes. We have a dire need for undergarments. Many people don't think about socks, underwear, that type of thing that people will go without if they don't have it. Toiletries. We also accept food, diapers, formula,
of course.
that type of thing. If you'd like to do something that was a larger drive, I would advise people to get in contact with myself, Autumn Kendall at the YWCA, and you can call directly to speak with me if you're interested in putting together a drive for us.
The children are basically what ages?
We have babies coming home from the hospital that come directly to the shelter, up to ladies who are retired, who are down on their luck, and things have happened, and they thought they were set, and now they're in our shelter.
You have some good news too. You do help people get placed into more permanent housing. Talk about that a little bit.
Of course, we have a large success rate. We have been working, like I said, through our rapid rehousing program and our partnerships to get people placed. Each month, we're seeing more and more success with that program and getting people back on their feet, getting them jobs. And I would say just in my tenure, I'm seeing less and less of the same people all of the time.
Oh, that's good news, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's very rewarding.
When it's all new faces, that's much better. And you have one of those jobs where you're always trying to work yourself out of not being needed. It'd be great if there was never a need for this kind of service, but it's awesome that you're there since we do have need in our community. And larger than I think people might be realizing, those numbers you were telling me earlier, I think a little stunning that that is where we are right now. And I think also, Autumn, as we're getting into colder weather, we should be more mindful of those who have no homes, right? Want to just put a plea out there?
Please think of us during this time. Everything that we receive is used and appreciated. We're located in downtown Canton, and on 6th Street in Walnut, and we really we need your help. This homelessness is not just one type of person. It could be your mother, it could be your sister, it could be your friend. It's not necessarily the person that you see on the side of the street. It's somebody that they thought they were set and then they retired, their husband passed away and they lost their home. Or it's a new mom who was in a terrible situation and her only choice was to leave that situation for her child. So it's important to remember to look past those stigmas and think of us this holiday season.
Beautifully said, and that's absolutely true. Now, one of the things that you do to help support all of this wonderful work that you're doing is you have a Women's Hall of Fame, and this is always a very fun event, for one thing. It's inspiring to hear the stories of these women who have very quietly done so much in their little areas of the world. First of all, when will this be taking place? Where will it be taking place? And let's talk about this year's recipients.
Of course. Our 28th Annual Women's Hall of Fame is taking place on Friday, November 9th at 5:30 p.m. at the Kent State University at Stark Conference Center.
Okay. And how do we get tickets for this?
Yes. You can visit online, www.supportywcacanton.org, or you can call the YWCA Canton, ask for Autumn Kendall at 330-453-7644.
Awesome. And cost to attend?
Cost to attend. We have individual tickets for $65, and that includes your dinner for the evening. We also have tables available for $520, and that's for a table of 8.
So if businesses want to buy a table, let's say, or perhaps a church or something like that, that's available. They can do that and then just fill the table.
Yes.
But if you just want to go, you can just go.
Of course, yes.
Awesome. Okay. And what will the evening include?
We will have live music. We'll have dinner, a silent auction. We're going to have raffle tickets this year, and I'll tell you a little more about those here in a moment.
Okay.
And then we'll, of course, induct these 6 exceptional women to our Women's Hall of Fame.
It's always just such a nice night. Okay, yeah, we want to hear about some of these fun things that we can bid on and so forth. Taking place on November 9th, you said?
Yes.
At Kent State at Stark Conference Center. All right, real quickly, we will get back to about each one of them, but tell us who's going in this year.
Okay, this year we have Kristen Moore, who's a magistrate with the Stark County Court of Common Pleas, Judy Crew, a self-employed artist, Jennifer Fox, director and client of Client and Community Relations at PNC Bank, Mandy Ultimus Stahl, archivist at Maslin Museum, Michelle Mullally, president and CEO of the Canton Symphony Orchestra, and an exceptional teen, Sadie Owens, who is a senior at Canton South High School.
And each one of them, just like I said before, just kind of quietly does so much without asking for any recognition. Do you find that to be true about inductees or people who they do not look for applause?
Very much so. Attendees, when they come to our event, they will get to see a video where the women tell us a little more about themselves and what they do. And I would say they have a lot in common, but how humble they are. And they really do it because of the kindness of their heart, not because they want to be rewarded for that.
No one was doing this to get their picture on a wall at the YWCA, but they belong there, and it's going to happen November 9th. We need to take a short break. We'll be back with Autumn Kendall from the Canton YWCA and the Women's Hall of Fame after these words. You're listening to Our Community.